Hello friends, this is Rizwan Khan, and in this video I will create this beautiful to-do app in React.js. So first of all, I will add some data in my item list. So item added in my item list. When you click this add button, the item is added in my item list. After this add button functionality and this input button functionality, I will create this delete button functionality. If you click this delete icon, the item is deleted from my item list. After the delete button functionality, I will create some more functionalities, and when you click this clear all button, the all items are deleted in my item list. So when you click this clear all button, the all items are deleted in my item list. If you click the edit button functionality, the edit button functionality here, and the input field, this item is added in the input field. So if you edit some items again, so I will edit this, okay, and if you click this edit button again, so the edit and add button toggle functionality also work here, okay. So this add button and delete button and clear all button functionalities, and also the edit button functionality, how it works, how it created in React.js, I will create step by step logic for you, okay guys. So some data add again, and if you reload this page, the items are not removed in my page because the items are added in my local storage. So look, if you inspect this, okay, and go to the applications, and this storage, look here, the items are added my local storage. If you add some more items like this, okay, see here, 3 items in my item list, in the local storage also 3 items here, okay. So in the last of this video, I will create the functionality for this local storage. So I hope you are excited about this, and I'm also excited about this video. So guys, I will move to the Visual Studio Code, and step by step some logics created, and this to-do app I will create for you. So I hope you must watch this video at the end. So move to the Visual Studio and create my to-do app, okay guys. In this folder I will create my React to-do app. So for this, npx create React app to-do app, okay guys. You write this line for your new React app. This is your app name, and npx create React app will create new app for you, okay. So this is my app name, to-do app. Enter. In some minutes my app is created. Okay guys, so my ToDo app is created. So I will type cd and this ToDo app and enter. Okay guys, and type code dot. If you type code dot and enter, the Visual Studio Code editor open automatically for you. So great. And first I will create the component which name ToDo dot JSX. JSX is the extension and ToDo is my component name. So in this component, in this ToDo.jsx component, I will create RAFC and type enter. So this is my ToDo app component, and in this component I will create my functionalities. So export this ToDo.js component. So in this app.js I will import and use this ToDo.js component. Okay guys, so I will delete this. So use this component ToDo.jsx in app.js. You must need to import at the top of our component. So okay guys, so let's move to the ToDo.js component, and first I will create the input field in which I will write something, and after the input field created I will create the add button. So I will click the add button, so the item is added in my list. Okay guys, so I create this input field and add this add button icon. So for this I must install this React icons in my React app. So copy this and go to the terminal. Okay guys, and in terminal paste this or write npm install react icons -dash save and hit the enter button. So this React icons library install in my package.json file. So I use all types of icons in my this app. So for this you must need we first need to import it into our component. So I will import after the installation is completed. So the installation is completed and I import this add circle icon import, and I also import this delete icon and this added icon. Okay guys, so hope you are understood. And after this I will use the useState hook. If you don't know what's the useState, use state accept an initial state and return two values. The first the current state, and the second a function that update the states. Okay guys, so to use the use state hook, we first need to import it into our component. At the top of your component, import the use state hook. So I will import use state first, and then we use in our function component. Okay guys, so import use state, and here I will use. So first I will create for the state for input field. If I will something write in my input field, the state is changed. Okay guys, so I will create my first current state like input data, and the second set input data. So input data is my set input data is my function name. Okay guys, so use state. Okay guys, use state hook use like this in my app, and this use state accept the initial state. So I will accept the initial state empty string here. Okay, so check and npm start. So I will check how my app working. Okay, so in this input field I will use on change. Okay, and in this on change event, this is basically event handler. Okay, so input in this input field I will write something. So this on change event handler call this function, this set input field function. Okay, this function set input field, and in this set input field set input data function, the current state or the current target value. Okay, so I will write e dot target dot value, and here in this the parameter passed e is the parameter and e is the argument. E dot target dot value, and the value of this input field is this input data. So so this input data initially set the empty string. Okay, so here input data, so this is my initial state, and on this on change event handler the set input field, the set input data function is calling, and the e dot target dot value works. Okay, so I will go to the browser, some errors, so I will set. Okay guys, the errors is removed, and my my app is working clearly. That's good. So if I create or write something here, go to the inspect and go to the components. This is the extension, Google extension, React Developer Tools. So install this, and if I will create, something create here, create something here. So the string I will pass, this state is changed, this is not working. So I will go to the my app and check where is the error. Okay, so this is my initial state, input data, and this set input data is calling on event handler on change. Okay guys, go to this to do, okay, and something right here. So look, my string is changed. So this set input field, set input data function, my state change, okay, on this on change event handler. So after this I will create the another state, okay, so const, and this state for my items. If I add something, this add button, sorry guys, if I click on this edit button, the items are added in my items list. So this is next state I will create for my items list. So the initial state is items, okay, this is my current state, and set items is my function, okay, and use state, and in this use state I will set my initial state is empty array. Why? If I will click this add button, the items are added in my array, in my items array. Okay, so hope you understand. Okay guys, so in this add button functionality, on click event handler function calling this set items functionality. So I will create the function for this. Okay guys, so on this on click button, on click event handler, the add item function is calling. So for this add item I will create the functionality for you. So you create the add button. So you write const add items, okay, and this is my arrow function. In this arrow function I will create some condition. If my input field is empty and the add button is I added, so the message I will call, the alert message is calling like this. Okay, so I will create first if input field is null. This means if input data is null, the alert message is showing and like this, please fill all the data. Okay, this alert message is showing when I click the add button and the input field is empty. Okay, so another condition is if the data is added or add in the input field. Okay, so I will create the variable new data in this new data I will create the ID and the name. Okay, and the reason for this about, so ID, and the ID is created and my ID is unique. For unique ID I will create the object like this, new date. Okay, new date like this, date dot get time. Okay, get time method and toString. Okay guys, so this will create new ID for my items. So, and the name I set my input data name. Okay, so my input data name is name and the ID is this. Okay, so in this set items the current state or the initial state in my items is empty, but set items is my function. Okay, after this ID and name is created, the set item function, so in this set items I will add my items, my all items. Okay, so for this I use spread operator like this. Okay, this items, this dot 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 items mean when my previous data, if in my list the previous data and the new data is added in my set items. Okay, so new data. Okay, and this new data, in this new data is ID and the name I will set. Okay, so guys, I will check and go to my applications. So I will create or write here, and this added button functionality, this apple is added in my array. Look guys, this is my ID and this is my name, item name apple. So I will create another item. So if I click this add button, the item is added my items list. Okay, so this functionality works good and clearly. So this set items mean when I click on this add button, the items are added in my items list. So the set items functionality working good. Okay guys, and after the add button I want this input field is empty. So for this set input data like this empty string. Okay, after the add button clicking, So when I added like this, okay, and this item is added in my item list again, and the input field is empty. So this set input field is empty after the clicking on this button. Okay, so this functionality also work good. So after this add button functionality, I will create my item list here. Okay guys, so in this input div I will create another div. Okay guys, and the class name show items list. In this show items div I will create another div like this. Okay, and in this h3 is my first item. Okay guys, and in this I will create the another div, and this icon are used in this div. So the first icon is edit icon, so I will use here. Okay guys, and the second icon is my this delete icon. So I will click on this delete icon, the item are deleted in my list. Okay guys, and some class name set here. Okay guys, I will make some changes here. You must check this empty state div and this input div close here, and after this you will create the show items div and the items list. Okay, and so go to the browser and I will check like this items list items are showing good, and after all I will create the clear all button in my this ToDo app. Okay guys, I will create this button, this clear all button, and go to the browser and check. Okay guys, this looking good, and the CSS file is added in my app in the name index.css. So hope you will understand clearly this CSS. So after the clear all button I will edit these items in my items list. Okay guys, so for this I will some functionality add here. Okay, so I will create the map method for with these items. Okay, for these items, so dot so I will create for this items dot map method, and in this map method I will create the arrow function, and this function return something. Okay guys, and I will move this in here. So the map method working with this item list, and the items are mapping in my item list. Okay, so this work for my items and the map method is working for the items. Okay, and I will pass this element, and in this item list the key is generated, and in this key is element dot id. Okay guys, this is element dot id, and this is my element dot name. Okay guys, go to the browser and check my apps are working or not. So I will write here Apple and click to the add button. So that's great guys, the items are added in my item list. Okay, so this map method working on my items list, the items are mapping one by one in my items, in which the items included the element.id and the element.name. Okay, I will inspect my browser and check my items id and name. Okay guys, so go to the components, and this item name is Apple and the item id is this. So this is generated automatically for my items, and the map method is mapping my all items in this item list. Okay, so I hope you understand clearly, and after this I will create this delete icon functionality. When user is click this add button, okay, the items are deleted in my item list. So here on click and the arrow function, this delete items function calling. When the user is click on delete icon, this on click method or event handler calling this delete item functions, and what items is deleted, this element.id is deleted on my item list. Okay, for this I will create the functionality with the name of delete items const delete this delete items, and I use the arrow function here, and I will create new variable with the name new items like this, and in this variable I will use the filter method on my items list. Okay, this filter method is working on my items. Which items? In these items. Basically the items are added my item list, and items dot filter method is using for my id, and the id is matching in my elements or the items list. Okay, so I will pass here element or like id, but the element is good for here, element, and the arrow function element dot id is not equal to id. Okay, this functionality mean which item is deleted in my list, this element dot id, okay, the filter method is used for items, and this element.id returns which IDs. Element.id is not equal to id. Okay, so in this I will use or pass the parameter index and here the index. So this filter method is used for my delete items. Okay, so set items. Okay, set items functions here new items, and the items are deleted in my list when I click the delete button functionality. Okay guys, so go to the browser and some data added in my list. When at the moment I click this delete icon, the item is deleted in my list. So hope you guys, I hope you all this work and understand clearly. And after this delete items functionality, I will create for this clear all button functionality. So for this on click method, and for this I will create a function clear all. Okay, like this, and here, so here const clear all, and I use arrow function, and this in this arrow function in this clear all button functionality I will set items empty array. Okay, set items pass empty array. When someone click this clear all button, all the items are deleted in my list. Okay guys, so I will check when at the moment I click this clear all button, all the items are deleted in my items list. So I hope you understand clearly. So after that I will create the functionality for this edit button. When someone click on this edit button, the input fields, this text is edited for updated. Okay, and this add button change with this added button, like this add button work toggle functionality. Okay guys, so for this I will use also the use state. Okay, use state, and so guys move to the code editor, and this edit button I will create on click functionality. Okay guys, and so I use arrow function and edit items functionality, and in this I will pass element.id. Why? Which items are added? So for this I will use element.id. Okay, so after that I will use the use state for the toggle functionality. So I will use toggle button and set toggle button. Okay guys, and the initial state for this toggle button is true. Okay guys, after this I will change this add button functionality and I will pass here toggle button. If toggle button is true, the add button is showing, and the toggle button is false, okay, the added item or the added button is showing. So I will copy here and paste here. This mean if the toggle button state is true, this added button is showing, and the toggle button is state is false, this add button is showing. Okay, so go to the browser and check. But first I will change this true to false, okay, because I will I was set this toggle button when the toggle button is true. This question mark, this is basically this is an unarray operator. Okay, toggle button is true, this add button is showing. When the toggle button is false, this added button is showing. Okay, so go to the browser and check. This is not working clearly. So guys, first of all, this edit items functionality I will create for you, and after I will check the after this I will check my edit button functionality. So first of all, I will create const edit items and use arrow function. Okay, and I will set my variable edit items or edit data. Okay, I will set the name edit data, and in this edit data variables I will find in which or what items are edited after the clicking the edit button. Okay, so items, I use items dot find method in my element or items. Okay, so this arrow function will find for me this unique element dot id is equal to this id. So I will pass here ind or index. Okay, so I will pass here index. After that, set items are set here to edit data. Okay guys, and set toggle functionality, set toggle functionality is false. So I will check on the browser. Okay, and the set and after that set toggle button I will set input data, edit data dot name. What is this mean? Okay, so I will go to the browser and check. Okay guys, so I will add the data button, and after that I will click this edit button. Okay, not working clearly. So first I will create one more state, which the name edit item or set edit item. Okay, sorry, set edit item. Okay, and this I will pass the null object or null string. Okay, so I will check and go to the browser and something right here, and after clicking this button, this button is not clearly good, so I will check where is the problem. So guys, I will set this toggle button is false, okay, for the initial state, and go to the browser and check the toggle button is yes, this is working clearly. Okay, good. So if the toggle button functionality is false, the edit button showing here. Okay, what does this mean? If I edit, okay, so set again true, and I will discuss or brief define for you. So the items are added when when the user is click this edit button. Okay, so this add button is removing and this edit button is showing here. So this mean this button is working as toggle functionality or toggle button functionality. Okay, so I will set here true. Okay, and I define here if the toggle button is true, so this icon add circle icon is showing, but when at the moment this toggle button is false, this edit button is showing here. Okay, I hope you understand. So after this I will create this edit button functionality for the name of edit items. So I will create this function edit items. When the user is clicking on the edit button, the edit data items dot find method find this element dot id for us. This set items set as edit data, so I will edit this, and this set toggle button is false. Okay, so after this I will create another condition. Okay, else if, what is this mean, I will define for you. Okay, so what does this mean? Else if, okay, I will create I will edit this when the input data, when the user click the edit button, the input data and the set edit item. Okay, not set edit data, this toggle button is false. This toggle button is false. In initial state the toggle button is true. Whenever the user click the edit button, I will set here the edit items, the set toggle button is false. Okay, so I will create some logic here. After the input data and toggle button is false, the set items is set, and for and set items, and after set items I will create the map method items dot map, and if element dot id is equal to is edit item. Okay, this is edit item. Okay, and this is edit item is the in the initial state is null, but the edit item, when the user click the edit item, okay, the set is edit item function. This set edit item, this set edit items, I will pass this id, this element dot id I will pass here. Okay, so not this element dot id, but this index or this id I will pass or set here when the user is clicking on the edit button. So element dot id is equal to is edit item. Okay, is edit item when this element id is match or equal in this is edit item. So return element, all the elements, and name input data. Okay, when the okay guys, no problem. So after completing this, so name input data is returned in the input field here. Okay, when the user is clicking on the edit button, and this items dot array method return something, so I will return element here. Okay, and this set toggle functionality is true when the user edit button click this edit items, set toggle button is false, set input data is edit dot name, and set edit item index set as index, like this in this index. So after this I will again set toggle button is true. Okay, and set input data is null string, and set edit item is null. What is this mean? So go to the browser, and some items are added again. Okay, when at the moment I click this edit button, so I will again reload this page. So I will again edit. Okay guys, what is the reason behind this error? I will check. So okay guys, the error is there, set items is edit item. You must delete or remove this line or comment. So my functionality is working beautifully. So reload this page again, and some items are added again. Okay, so at the moment I click this edit button, this toggle functionality works. Okay, and this input field edit my this this item, and this text set here. Okay, for this I will set this set edit item for this id. Okay, and this edit item I will set as initial as null. Okay, const is edit item and set edit item. So is edit item set initially as null string or null. Okay, and set edit item I will pass the index or id, and this toggle button functionality works beautifully. So if the user click this edit button, this toggle functionality work here. Okay, when the edit is or I will edit something here. Okay, and when at the moment I will click this edit, again this item is edited. Okay, so this is beautifully work, this edit button and this edit functionality, this edit button functionality and this add button functionality also work greatly. So after this so I will define you this set toggle button is true when this edit button clicks. Okay, this set toggle button again true, this set input data is null, you checked here, this set input data again null, and this set edit at item after this edit button, this is null again. Okay, so I hope you will understand clearly. So last but not least, so after this I will reload my page, the data is removed because I will not functionality for local storage, so I will some functionality here for local storage. When I will reload this page, the data is stored in the local storage and the data is not removed, will not remove. Okay, so this is my functionality for local storage. For this I will use effect hook. Okay, use effect hook I will use for this, and use effect allows you to perform side effects in your components. Use effect accept two arguments. Okay guys, use effect accept two arguments, the first is functional and the second is optional. Okay, so the first argument is function and the second is dependency. So this like this, in this I will pass my dependency, and the dependency is items, my items. Okay, and in this I will set local storage dot set item. Okay, set items in the name list and items, and in these items I will convert this to JSON dot stringify. Okay, JSON dot stringify like this. Okay, so my all items are converted into string like this, JSON dot stringify method. Okay, and this use effect works when my page is load. Okay, and this local storage, my items are in this method set item in my local storage. Okay, and after that here I will set in get local storage function, and this function is my arrow function, and I will set, or this name is change in items, get local items, and in this let list is equal to local storage dot get item method, and this get item method I will set the list. Okay, so console and check my list are added or not. So list, okay guys, and this get local items I will set in my items. So get local items function use here in my items. Okay, so I will refresh. So this is not good working clearly, so I will create some condition if list after that return JSON dot stringify and pass this local storage here in this local storage. Okay, those in this stringify. Okay, so not JSON dot stringify, JSON dot parse. Okay, JSON dot parse, else return the empty array. Okay, so I hope this is working good. So okay guys, I will add some data here and I will check if this is added in my store, if this is added in my local storage or not. So you go to the application and local storage, and in this local storage my data is added in my local storage. If I reload this page, my data is not removed because my data or my items list is added in my local storage. This is my first ID and name Apple. You look, this is my Apple items and this is my oranges. If I edit this, okay, if I edit this is edited in my local storage. Okay guys, so my ToDo app working clearly and good. This is my ToDo app. Okay guys, so app.js, and in app.js I will create my this heading ToDo app. So this is looking good and all the functionalities are working clearly. Okay, this is my add functionality. When I click this add button, and something not right here, the alert message is showing please fill the data. Okay, when I delete this icon button, items are deleted in my list, and clear all button, all functionality or all items are deleted in my list. Okay guys, so I hope this ToDo app is understood you clearly, and I hope you like this video. So guys, subscribe my channel for more videos, for more interesting and more exciting videos. And if you like my videos, subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon and share my video in your friend list. Okay guys, so thank you very much for watching.